New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Fico's Family Bowl-A-Drone in Franklin, Massachusetts. Visit ficosbowl.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
From Fico's Bowl-A-Drone in Franklin, Massachusetts, it's New England Candlepins Spring Tournament 2015. In our third Sweet 16 show, Dan the Gothman Gautheir rolls against Lou X-Factor Alberghini. Then in Game 2, AJ the Guru Gurliaccio takes on North Shore roller James O'Brien. Now let's roll with your host, Jay Horrigan.
Welcome to New England Candlepins. I'm Jay Horrigan. I'm here with our two bowlers for our first match in today's show. We've got our number 2 seed, Lou Alberghini, taking on our number 15th seed, Dan Gautheir. Lou, we'll talk to you in just a moment. Dan, you got him psyched out?
I didn't think he was going to show up.
You did mention that.
I think it had more to do with traffic, though, than his opponent.
There is a lot of traffic out on Route 140 here in Franklin.
Yeah, it can be.
It is, yeah. I heard it was pretty treacherous out in the roadways.
Yeah, I got a flat the other day. It's not fun. Potholes. Watch out for them.
It is danger. There's your safety tip for today's show. Watch out for potholes. Dangerous out there. And Lou, welcome back to the show. It's good to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Was the traffic bad out there,
No,
Dan?
the traffic wasn't bad, but like Dan says, you got to watch out for those potholes. And my car actually got swallowed by a pothole, so I had to jog here.
Oh, my God.
So I was on the highway, and then I had to get off on the 140 and jog down here, so I'm ready to go.
Were you able to use the proper hand signals?
I was. I tried to remember which way was which, and I got beeped at a couple times, but it seemed to work pretty good.
Well, the good thing, folks, a lot of safety tips for your highway traveling if you're forced to get out of your motor vehicle and exit the highway by foot. Remember your hand signals you learned in driver's education way back when. There you go. Thank you, Matt, for using those behind the seat. Okay, so we're going to be back with this safety-filled match right after this. Welcome back to New England Candlepins, and I'm joined, as I am quite often, by the cultural candlepin icon, Richie Myrick. Richie, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for that absolutely ridiculous welcome.
Well, anything I could do to make things more ridiculous and uncomfortable for us, I will do it. We're lucky to be able to watch this battle of titans between Dan the Gothman Gautheir and Lou Alberghini. Up first is Dan on lane 15. Best of luck, gentlemen. Dan not even saying a word, just getting right up there and throwing his first ball, where he knocks down 7 pins. Anything to add?
Nope, you're doing great so far, Jay.
Excellent. He leaves 3 pins standing. Thus your total of 10 pins. 1 more pin knocked down. 2 pins standing. 10 pins still the total. And 1 more knocked down. 1 standing, 10 total. His score is 9.
As you can see, Jay went to communication school and probably flunked out, but that's just speculation on my part. At any rate, that's a 9 drop for Dan.
I went to the Idaho School of Broadcasting. I'm glad we've had this time together, Richie.
And Shu makes the single. Makes the 7 pin. So Dan off to a good start. And he's up against Lou Alberghini.
Is that going to fall? Yes.
It does fall. Leaves the 10 pin there. Just sneaks by the right side of the 10 pin. Not that time, though. He cleans up the 10 box. Lou's got a 115 average, but he has some monster numbers. He's got a 214 high single and a 519 high triple. 519 for 3.
That's unbelievable.
That's 173 a game. I mean,
Jeez.
come on. Takes out just the 1-5 that time.
That ball bounced.
Nice try from Lou. He takes out the 3 on the right.
Ooh.
It's a really good
Nice
9
job.
from that leaf.
Yeah. To start off with 2 and end up with 9 there. Nice job there by Lou Alberghini. So Dan's working on a spare in the second frame.
Wow. Just 4 on the fill. Dan kind of laughing off. He's really chopping through a lot in the last couple of boxes. Can't seem to find a pocket, but he's sitting 30 through 3, so it's not too bad. That's a good ball right there. Drops 9, leaves the 6 pin.
Much better success on 16 as opposed to 15.
So far.
Yep.
See if he can convert this one. All over it. So Gautheir covers the spare. Let's see if Alberghini can match that. On the head pin, the 1-2 pocket, he leaves the 3, 9, and 10 pin. There's a piece of wood pretty high up on the 3 pin.
But that velocity he gets on that ball, it just gets so much action on those pins when he hits them.
It certainly does, yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting him's the important part, but he certainly gets a lot of splash on the ball. As you see, that went like 1 pin.
Right. When you're bowling and you're throwing the ball that hard with that velocity, if you're off a little bit, can that make up for it?
Sometimes it can. But in other cases, like in this one right here, sometimes there's a tendency to blow through and kind of just push everything straight back.
So it could hurt you.
So it's a really fine line. That's why you see everybody on this program, you know, there's no 2 people throw the same ball.
So like amateurs coming out to bowl, you don't necessarily, the goal isn't to throw it as hard as you can.
No, and that's a mistake that a lot of up-and-coming young bowlers make, is that they try to emulate guys that throw hard because it you know, let's be honest, it looks cool. You know?
Absolutely.
You know, when a strike goes like one or a big spare goes like a, you know, you see the explosion and the sound, you hear the sound. You know, you want to do that, but it's not for everybody.
Well, and that's the show you were in when Dan was sitting up here. We were talking about that. As Dan gets a 7 on his spare in the 4th frame, so he has 47 through 4. We were talking about, you know, people that don't bowl candlepin that often. People like myself think it's so much easier because you get the wood laying on there, you get the small ball, and you can throw it as hard as you can.
And you get three balls a box. I mean, it's a really misleading game when you look at it like that.
And it actually is much more difficult, in my opinion.
So just 8 for Gautheir there. He's at 55, halfway home here. Still with a 1-mark lead. And what a ball that is. That's the best ball of the match. Every other box. And there was no question about that one. Right in the 1-2 pocket. Flush. 10 in the pin.
Now, Lou Alberghini has his work cut out for him. He's got 37 through 4. And just a little bit off.
Yeah, on the head pin. A little bit tight, though. He leaves the 3, 4, and 6, which has been popular over these last few episodes. Took 2 with the second ball, but leaves the 4-pin standing. So just a 9-box for Lou. So he's chasing 9 pins now with a 46 half, and he's opposite a strike from Dan Gautheir. So this is a really big box right here, Jay. And he answers the call.
Wow.
A huge ball there from Alberghini. Shu leaves an interesting one. He's got the 4, 6, 7, and 9. There's 3 pieces of wood. There's one in between the 4 and the 7 that's facing him straight on the cap. There's a piece right in front of the 9-pin that's horizontal, and there's also a piece stuck between the 6 and the 9. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I'd probably try to play the 4-pin off the wall, and I think that's where he's going.
Yeah.
He tried it. Does get 2 there, so he'd be happy with a 10-box here. It'd be a good 18 in the 6-box. And manages to cherry out the 6-pin. A little unlucky there. He continues with that. That's 4 or 5 already that he's just taken out the object pin. So now 82 for 7. Through 7, excuse me. Off to the right side, he's got the 1, 2, 7, 9, 10. Piece of wood cap side in between the 1 and 2. I don't know if it's going to help very much. Takes out just the 9 with the second ball. And just a 7 there for Gautheir. So 89 through 8.
Opening the door a little bit.
That's right.
For Lou.
Yeah, Lou's got a chance here. Let's see if he can stay on the head pin as he's been consistently so far. This again, but another split. Wow. Another 2 and 1. This variety is the 3, 6, and 7.
With that piece of wood. I would have never thought he could have hit that dead wood and spun it like that and nothing go down on that second shot. So our score is 89 to 72 right now. Gautheir in the lead.
Alberghini leaves the high-low jack, the 1, 7, 10. Little piece of wood in front of the 10 pin there, or just laying next to it. sneaks just by the head pin on the right-hand side. Really important pins here, Jay. When you're down 10, going into this box, he's opposite of 7, Phil, so, or 7 box, excuse me. Oh, and just 7, so he's still going to be chasing 10. It's going to be 89-79 going into the last 2 boxes. Very crucial pins right there.
Yeah, huge. Dan Gautheir picking up 5 pins there in the 9th.
And a really tough shot. That just got a lot tougher. He's going to be really happy with 3 here.
Yeah.
Not quite the 3 he probably envisioned, but you got 3 nonetheless. Dan has 97 going into the 10th. Just the 3-6 on the first ball. It's an unusual one.
Tough leave.
Well, it's set up nicely for a 9 or 10, which is what he's looking for here. It's going to force Lou to have a very good mark, assuming that Dan gets a 9 or 10 here, which he will. He'll get 9.
Yeah.
Settles for 9. That's going to be a 106.
So Lou is down 27 pins.
Puts a good ball on the half Worcester left, but unfortunately only takes out 4 more.
Yeah.
Looked like a better ball than that. It's imperative here that he gets more than a 7 box. If he gets less than 7, it's going to force a double strike. If he gets more than 7 or better, he has a chance to tie the game in the 10th. And a very important 9.
Ooh,
That's a really nice out from Alberghini.
looked like it almost came across and got that 10 pin.
So here's the situation. He needs a mark here no matter what.
Yeah.
Off the head pin, but gets a pretty good break. He's got the 1-2-10. There's wood behind the 2 pin.
Gonna need the spare.
Oh, he's on it. Oh, and it jumps in front of the 10 pin. Unlucky there.
And that. So Lou Alberghini ends up with a 97 after just missing that spare in the 10th frame. So Dan Gautheir will advance out of this game to take on the winner of our next game. So we will be back to talk to our bowlers in just a moment. We're back here on New England Candlepins, and Lou, you had a lot of splits there. Just
Wow. I'll tell you, when I'm hitting the head pin 8 or 9 times a game, I
Right.
should be scoring. wasn't the case out there today. So, Shu got the couple marks that he got, even though he punched here and there on him, but they were enough to put him over the top. He got 3 lines, I got 1 strike. Hit the last one, who knows if I would have got the fill. 8 isn't a gimme, so, I wasn't in a good position, so, but that's bowling. What can you do about it?
Absolutely.
That's the way it goes.
You had the strike in the 6th frame, then in the 7th frame, you almost picked that spare up.
Yeah.
It just looked like, from my angle at least, that pin just missed picking up that spare.
Yeah, that's Candlepins. That's the way they go. There's no, just because you throw the ball in the right area doesn't mean you're going to score. You got to have something going for you on a day when you're over here that you get the right breaks, draw the right matches, get your fills at the right time, and win the match.
Absolutely.
That's what it's about, So I'm going to try again. This is
There you
0 for 3.
Well, hey.
And they say the 3rd time usually works. For me, it didn't, so I'm going to have to come back again. Maybe the 4th time will work.
It'll work, right.
So I'll
hey,
try
that's
again.
what makes this sport so difficult,
does.
but also so interesting, too. So, well, good effort, and Gautheir, you did it. The intimidation worked.
I don't know if you can call a 106 very intimidating, but like he said, he got a lot of splits, and even a small lead can look big when all you're getting is splits. I honestly thought he had the last shot, and I thought it was going to prove Richie right, because before the match, Richie predicted we would get into a 2-box tiebreaker, and all I kept thinking was if he gets a spare, he's probably going to throw an 8 fill. Like, there was a lot of big balls, and I'm glad it jumped over, even though he probably did deserve that spare. So
Right. Well, and you had a lot of success on over on 16. On 15, you didn't have much going.
yeah, tell me about it. It seemed like anytime I hit the head pin on 16, it was a 9-drop or a strike, and if I hit it over here, it was straight through the middle. So,
Right.
But I think that has more to do with the angle and everything. So we'll work on that next game. Next game, I just really want to do better at 10s. I don't even know if I got a 10 that whole game. It's ridiculous
Right.
when you give that many pins back. It's tough. So
Absolutely. Well, hey, great job, guys. So you, Dan, will advance. You'll take on the winner of our next match in our Elite 8 round. So both of you, congratulations. Great effort. And we will be back after this. Welcome back to New England Candlepins. We're here with our bowlers from our next 2 show, James O'Brien and AJ Gurliaccio. Did I get it?
On top of it.
I got
You
it.
nailed it.
I said it about 47 times before.
Yep.
I said it. Okay, so this is your first time with us.
Yes, it is.
Where are you from, AJ?
Blackstone, Mass.
Okay, so first time on our show. Have you been on any other TV shows?
Nope, this is my first time.
Okay, well, just pretend like we're not there. Richie and I are just up there. You ever see the Muppets?
No,
Okay.
I actually haven't.
We're like 2 old guys sitting up in the balcony just talking, being miserable. So just have fun with it.
Okay.
Is this your first time meeting James?
Yes, actually it is. I've seen him before, but I don't really know him.
Okay,
that well,
he's a
so.
very good bowler,
Yeah.
but it should be
I
a
can see
good
that.
good match. You're the number 7 seed coming into today. How you been bowling?
Pretty well. I came in with a double strike, spare. I had an 80 half in the first game. Finished with a 366. 1 ball at a time, and I should be fine.
Awesome, great. Well, hey, it's a thrill to have you here. James, good to see you again. Welcome back.
I'm happy to be back, Jay.
Good. It's good to have you here. How have you been bowling recently?
Not too bad. Just warming up and just try to stay warm, fresh.
Excellent. Well, it's like I said, it's good to have you back on the show. We're looking forward to this match, and we'll be back with the 2 of these guys bowling against each other right after this.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins. I'm here with Richie Myrick. He's still an icon. We are ready for this match between AJ and James. Up first is James on lane 16. Good luck, guys.
And James O'Brien leaves the Caleri on the right-hand side. He's familiar to our show, if I'm correct, Jay?
Yes. Yes, either the last time or the time before. One of the last couple of times. Nice ball there.
Was a good ball. Takes out the 4 horsemen, but he does leave the 8-pin. So just 9 for O'Brien.
Interesting fact about James, and not him directly, but his family. O'Brien High School. Is he? Oh, it worked out well to get an 8. O'Brien High School in the city of Boston is named after one of his family members. I don't know if he said it was his grandfather or something, but we were talking about nice spare there last time he was here.
Covers the 2-pinner there. That's a good start there for James. Now making his first appearance on our show is AJ Gurliaccio. He's a house bowler here. He bowls out of Ficos. His average is a 105. High single is a 172, and his high triple is a 410. AJ's our 7 seed. He qualified with a 366. Oh, and he makes a tough one to start. The 4 horsemen and the triangle in the deep left side. He made it disappear.
Picks up 6 there to fill in on a spare. And an 8. So AJ has 24 through 2. And James working on a spare.
So just 3 on the fill for James there. James bowls out of 20th Century. His average is a 110. His high single is a 175. His high triple is a 445. That's a good one. He's our number 10 seed. He qualified with a 356 during this session. The cut was 351. So for those of you that want to try out for the show, think about it. We had a record number of tryouts this time, didn't we, Jay?
Yeah.
40-something people tried out this time.
40, 45, 47, I think. With everybody included was the number I think I heard. Each time it gets more and more popular.
That's right. And everybody that makes the show gets paid, so keep that in mind too.
Yeah, you were saying, Richie, the each person that wins on the first round, the Sweet 16 wins $50, and the runner-ups each get $25.
That's right. If you're unlucky enough to lose the first match, you're getting it at $25 back, at least in this taping or at this series of events. And the winner of the match is guaranteed $50 when they advance to the Elite 8. If they were to win that, that's $100.
Right.
And they would advance to our Final 4. And after that, there's even more money, and we'll talk to you about that during our Final 4 taping.
AJ was 7 there. Oh,
Almost carries it outside. Leaves the 4-pin on that one. And he's got the 10 there. So as we stand through 3, AJ is up 5 pins on James O'Brien. the familiar sound of a half Worcester. And just one on the second ball, so AJ's going to be really looking for a big out here. Well, not all bad. He's going to settle for a 7-box.
As a pin starts coming up the lane, Dan Gautheir is going to run down the lane, hopefully not fall. And he grabs the pin.
Oh, an excellent form.
Yeah,
Clear in the gutter.
that was
Oh,
well
wow.
done.
Wow. That was well done. I'm telling you, give that man a pair of Argyle socks. Nearly the full Worcester. And now James will be looking for a big out here. Both of our bowlers struggled a little bit early on.
Nope. Ends up
Settles
with
for 7. That's right. Yep.
So James at 44 through 5. It's a nice ball. Oh.
Oh, he's got the 410. There's wood out there. Be interesting to see if he uses it. Plays the pin, just gets the pin.
Yeah.
Solid 10 though.
It's interesting how sometimes the pins fall the right ways for you, and sometimes they don't, and there they go for AJ.
That's falling the right way for AJ Gurliaccio right there. It's a big mark, gives him a 7-pin lead, plus these 2 bonus balls. Off to the left on the first one, drops 3, but as they say, that's why they give you 2.
That's right.
And just 2 on the second ball. So a 5 fill doesn't do as much damage as he would have liked to do. Easy for me to say. Oh, just a 6-box, so through 6, still an 8-pin match.
Bryant's. Wow.
Boy,
7.
another 7.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of luck for James right now. He could really use a mark right here in the 8th. He's got the 7-10, but the wood on the left looks pretty favorable. If he can get a little bit below the red line, I think that might carry both pins, Jay.
He went at it the other way.
Yeah, that was the other wood. I didn't think he was going to go there.
So through 8 frames, James O'Brien is at 70.
Gurliaccio leaves the diamond on the left-hand side, the 2, 4, 5, and 8 with no wood. Well, wood in the gutters, but nothing that'll particularly affect this shot here.
Except 2 more.
So with 71 through 7, AJ is going to really be looking for at least a 10 box here to keep it over a 1 mark match. And a half Worcester right. This match is far from over yet. Ooh, in the hole. And boy, I'll tell you, Jay, I've been there 1,000 times. That hole gets huge on the 3rd ball in this type of a situation. I'll tell you, man. A lot of times you're just happy to hit the 2-pin and hope you get a 7 or an 8.
Right.
Hate to say it, but and there it is, just a 5. So we've got a 6-pin match, 8 completed. It's a strange game, my friend.
Yeah. Both guys having their challenges.
And now O'Brien looking to put the pressure on. Only down 6, even though he has 7 through 8. On the head pin again.
Gonna get something.
Let's get the 6-7. Tries the wood on the right. The ball jumps over the 7-pin. That was a tough shot there.
Yeah. Oh.
And 9 for O'Brien.
So Bryant has 79 going to the 10th here. Picks up 5. Ends up with an 84.
Smiling it off, though. It's a good sport, really. Yeah. James is a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's obviously not what he's capable of.
No. So that gives us a tie right now.
Yeah, as long as AJ keeps the ball in the lane, he'll be advancing on to our Elite 8.
Yeah.
Or our quarterfinals, as I like to say, but
right.
That still hasn't caught on around these parts yet. Jay doesn't like that one very much.
I don't know what you do out in Western Mass. Shot from Gurliaccio. That's the first one we've seen over the series today. 2-1, made nicely. 2, 4, 6. So this last ball is academic, but be nice to sit on the head pin here. Or 8, that's fine. He ends up with a 103.
That's a nice finish from AJ there.
I wonder if that spare makes James O'Brien feel a little better.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Okay. I would, but that's just me. All right. We'll be back in just a moment here on New England Candlepins to talk to our bowlers. back here with our bowlers on New England Candlepins. James,
Yes.
did you have fun?
Couldn't hit the head pin, and that's the name of the game, man. You don't hit the head pin, you don't make yourself any chances. Yeah.
You're right, but at least when you finished, we saw you smile, and so that's good.
Oh, I always love bowling, man. It's in my blood.
That's right. Yeah, you just couldn't hit the head pin. Things just didn't seem. They just weren't going your way.
Yeah, I need more strings.
That's right. That's what you just said to me before we started taping here. That when you're only playing one game in the winter advance, when you're not hitting that head pin, it makes it very difficult.
Yes, and I will be back, believe me.
Well, I certainly hope so. You're great to have around here. You're always smiling, and it's always fun to have you
I'm
here.
happy to watch you on YouTube.
Yeah, well, thanks. You're the one then. Right. You're the one. Well, AJ.
Yes.
Great job.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Great job.
Thank
You kept going, you kept working at it, and you kept pushing it.
I agree with that. Like I said before the match, I want to take one ball at a time, and I did. I was off a little bit on some of my balls, but for the most part, it went pretty well. So I'm happy to move on.
Did you feel more comfortable as the match went on?
Yes. When I started missing and I joinked out the 10 pin, I was like, uh-oh, what am I doing wrong with my mechanics? But for the most part, I was pretty consistent.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. You're going to take on Dan Gautheir in the Elite Eight. Okay. So you advanced to that, so that's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. So that'll wrap up this show. We'll be back with one more quarterfinal. That's for you, Richie. We said the quarterfinal for you. But that's not. We'll be back with a quarterfinal match down the road. We'll be back with one more Sweet 16 show. And then we'll be back with the quarterfinal Elite 8 shows for you. But for Matt Ferrara, I'm Jay Horrigan, and for Richie Myrick, we'll see you soon on New England Candlepins.
New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Fico's Family Bowladrome in Franklin, Massachusetts. Visit ficosbowl.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors. Good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.